Hello, welcome to the Gratitude Journey Towards a Magical Life, day 17. I'm sure you must have done the morning practice of saying thank you for 10 grateful things having in your life already, as writing them down and saying thank you. That's our basic practice in the morning before we start this daily practice. So I'm pretty sure you must have done it. Today's practice is the magic check, something really interesting. We have already talked about this saying thank you for the money that have in our life in a different ways, different days, but today is all about having a magic check, open check, that with your the amount of money you want to have in that check. How we're going to do this one is, obviously, if before we go for this practice, I'll a little bit discuss with you guys how this attracting money in a magical way, how we're going to do it. Obviously, every time if you think of a difficult situation or lack of money, then that feeling will be there. Then you will have to experience more and more situations. I really understand sometimes it's very difficult to discuss or talk about the money, especially whenever you are a little bit having experience of having less money in your life, or you are struggling with, financially. But regretting or having a experience or thinking of lack of money is not going to help anyway. So no matter how hard it's going to be, we got to be find a way to be positive or to be grateful for the money that we at least we have in our life, in our hand right now. Then that will magically improve, magically multiply. Rather thinking awkward or feeling fearful or bad about having lack of money, we should really praise or grateful for the amount what we have in our life, in our hand, basically. So to get this, sometimes whenever you practice these gratitude practices for having enough money in your life, then things will magically improve. For example, you may get experience of having discounts, or someone offer you something. If, for example, if you are planning to buy something, if you have really grateful feeling that you're going to have that one, if you tell your friend or someone, probably that person may offer you something, or that person may offer you whatever they have. They don't want to have it in your life, then that will be helpful. Or you will have a discount, or any sort of discount, or even checks. Things will magically happen. I don't have to explain how, but you will experience the things will magically come into you if you really be grateful for the thing that you're going to have in your life. What we're going to do in this practice today is think of something that you want to buy or purchase that you can't afford right now, and think of that thing and visualize that you're going to have that thing by having a magical check to you. Then spending that money, the money comes in the magical check for the thing you want to buy. And why we are thinking of something that we want to buy, sometimes whenever you only think about a lump sum of money coming into you, you wouldn't feel that grateful because you don't feel it as much. But if you are thinking of something that you can buy from that money, that feeling will be more stronger. That's why we are trying to practice this practice of imagining something you buy or purchase from the money you receive from as a check. So that's the reason behind that we are imagining or visualizing something that we buy. So what we're gonna do, how we're gonna do, obviously this practice is all about getting a magical check. But obviously, if you don't have the book, if you have got the book, you can photocopy or get a scanned copy of this check. But if you don't have the book, I will put down the description under this video how to download this check. Then you can click on that link that Rhonda's magic a book. That link has got blank checks that you can always download or get the prints of it. What you're gonna do, think of probably you can start, as this book also suggesting, probably you can start off with a small amount rather having a huge amount. Then the reason for it, it's obviously possible to get huge amounts as well, but for you to practice, to get the trust and be more grateful for, better you start with a small amount. Then that's easy to practice and easy to be grateful. For example, if you want to buy a luxury car or something like that, without having a lottery win or something like that, you wouldn't be able to afford straight away or within a short period of time. So better you write down something realistic considering your circumstances, then by having that small amount achieved, then that feeling of gratefulness will be multiplied, amplified whenever you go for bigger amounts. That's a plan right now. Start with a reasonable small amount, then go ahead once you get that amount, once you purchase that item with the amount that you received, then we're going to keep continuing with bigger amounts as much as you want really. What this book suggesting is get the copy of this check and write down your name and today's date and put the amount that you wanted to get through in that check. It could be £100, £200, even £1,000, whatever the amount you want to write down in that check for your name to today's date, and write down the amount and hold that check in your hand and visualize you get that money and this check amount of money in this check you spend for this thing that you want to buy. Could be a computer, it could be a nice clothes that you wanted to buy, or a pair of shoes and things like that. Imagine that you got that thing that you want to buy from that money. Be thankful for buying that item through this money you received through this check. That's a basic practice we're going to practice, but that's the right thing you're going to write in the morning. But after writing and visualizing that thing happen, you keep that check somewhere that you can see during the day at least 2 more times. And at least 2 more times you pick the check into your hand and close your eyes, visualize that thing you buy from that check at least 2 more times. Do it. That altogether it will be about 3 times. If you can do more times, that's even better, but at least 3 times during the day you practice this thing. After today's practice, after doing this one 3 times, keep that check somewhere that you can see clearly in a day, every day. It could be in your drawer or in your mirror or in your refrigerator or wherever, or even it could be inside your book that you can easily access to every day. And keep practicing that gratitude feeling, or saying thank you for having that money to purchase the item that you wanted to buy. So that's the basic practice. You will see in few days time, if you really put the emotion and thoughts to it, if you really strongly practice, strongly visualize that you're going to get that, you will definitely get it. And that's why I said start with a small amount. That's really a realistic amount, so you will feel it's working. You will feel the magic that universe will bring towards you. So that practice we can practice continuously throughout our life to gain magic money, magic checks every day. That's a practice for today. I'm pretty sure that this will be an interesting one that you all can practice. You will be happily practice this one. Go down to the description box and download or photocopy of the printout of this check and start practicing from today and see how it goes. I wish you all the best and wish you all the good luck with this receiving miraculous magical money as a check that you can buy whatever you want to buy in your life. I will meet up with you again for the next practice tomorrow. Until then, and before that, don't forget to practice this magical stone practice tonight, to be grateful for the best thing happen for you throughout the day today. Then we'll start the next practice tomorrow. Until then, have a lovely day.